Hi, beautiful ladies. It's day 2 of our Digital Wagon Challenge, and I'm going to talk about mindset shift 2, right? So this is why I think diets don't work, right? And the problem with going on something, which I briefly mentioned in number 1, right, about the mindset being everything. So it was a bit of a long video, but anyway, I just want to talk to you about this. So if you've been on a diet before, you'll already know why it hasn't worked for you, right? But the thing is, you may be blaming yourself. So you might be going, well, I didn't have any willpower, or I wasn't motivated, or I was just too busy, I was distracted. You'll actually put it down to you being the problem, right? Not thinking that shit, maybe that was way too stupid, way too hard, had too many silly rules, and just didn't feel good. I felt like I was going without all the time. I felt negative. It felt bad, right? It didn't feel like it was helping me at all, and I didn't lose any weight because I was breaking the diet. I was binge eating. I was still having alcohol. I was still doing bread. I was still doing all these things that told me not to do, right? I was living life. I'm living life, right? So the thing is, the reason why I believe that they don't work is because they're not sustainable. They're not sustainable. And no one has said, gee, let's take into account your lifestyle, your busyness, your overwhelm, your stress, your hormones, what else is going on for you in your life. This is really not a good time for you to diet. Maybe that's not going to work for you because you just can't, it's just impractical. It's not even enjoyable, right? It's not an enjoyable process. It's going to be very, very difficult for you to stick to. And you're probably going to fail. Right? Now, if they hadn't said that at the start, you wouldn't take it on, right? So I hate the word fail just as a rule, as I do hate the word fail, but that is how it's described to me from many women, right? Because that's how they feel. They feel like a failure because they didn't stick to whatever these crazy people have made up, right? So I'm anti-diet, as you probably already know. But I want to tell you the approach is not feasible. It is not holistic. It is not kind and patient and flexible. So therefore, it's really not going to work, right? It has to be something that fits your life, fits your day. Someone has to go, hey, is this going to work for you? Because you really are like, busting your chops. You're a single mum. You're running around 5 days a week. You're working. You're not prepping your snacks. You're not eating properly. You're skipping meals. You're not sleeping. Like all these other things going on that if we were to lose weight, when I'm talking to a client, we look at the big picture and go, okay, well, this is why it's happening. You're actually absolutely stressed out of your brain, not eating properly, not moving your body, and you are not getting enough sleep. Right? And you just, overeating and overthinking and it's not going to work, right? That's a terrible way to go. So that's what I just wanted to say, right? So it's got to be sustainable. It's got to fit your day and it's got to be simple. So friggin' simple that you can do it as part of your life. So it has to be part of your life. And this is the thing with going on a diet and getting off again and going on a diet and losing weight and adding it back on and all this sort of stuff. It's not part of your day. It's not part of your life. It doesn't fit your life. And this is why diets don't work, right? There is some merits in like I find there is some merits to intermittent fasting, for instance, right? So I'm not going to go into that today, but there is some merits with that, right? That's not a bad thing. So I'm just going to quickly write something down before I forget something here that's super, super important with something I'm doing with else. Self-talk was what we were talking about. Right. So if I don't do that, it fails. I shouldn't say the word fails, it drops out. So we're going to, so you need to have a system or an holistic way of looking at this big picture because it is a big picture. It's your whole life. It's how you want to live. It's how you want to show up. It's how you want to feel. It's how you want to get up in the morning, right? So we need a process to follow, like some steps, easy tasks that make it work for you, right? And not going without, not doing your head in, counting calories, weighing food, wondering what you should and shouldn't eat, because that's terrible in itself, right? Like just a draining you're busy. You're too busy for that, right? You're too busy for thinking about your weight all the time. So I'm going to talk about that. I haven't talked about the fact that we do put a lot of pressure on ourselves. And what I see is when I take the pressure off ladies and say, hey, this is a bigger picture than this. This is way, there's so much more to gain here than just losing a few kilos. You are going to, open up this amazing energy level that you're going to have, and you won't have a weight issue because you'll be eating well and you'll be sleeping well. We're going to change a lot of things for you. We're going to take a lot of this pain away, and you won't have a weight issue to think about. You'll be able to look in the mirror and not be sad and not be paying it out on yourself, right? So I don't think I've even put that in the mindset shifts about paying out on yourself and all that. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that in the next one. So I'm going to go in now, but I'll start again. Our shift for 3, our mindset shift number 3 that we're going to talk about is enjoyment of food and not fearing food, right? So I want to get you to a point where you can trust your instincts that I really love to have that bit of cake and I can have it. It's no big deal. It's not a thing. I'm going to take the power away, right? Taking the power away from things that you're supposed to not have, right? Because someone told you that. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to be skinny, or you're not going to be happy, or you're not going to be, do you know what I mean? Like the old thing about, I'm going to be happy when I blah. Well, it doesn't work like that because you haven't fixed the underlying issues, because weight is a symptom of something else greater than that, right? So we can look at that greater picture and work out where we can give you back your control and take the power away from these ideals that you've got going on in your head that's been going on for a long time, right? So we want to work on that too. So mindset shift tomorrow is about trusting insects. How funny is that? Instincts. And enjoying your food, right? Not fearing it because you're going to put on weight. So I'm going to take that whole mindset shift away as well. I'm going to talk a bit about that. So let me know what 3 things that you may do differently to make it more sustainable or fit your day, right? So we're going to pick 3 things that we're going to work on, whether it be water, as part of your life, right? We're not going on a diet. We're going to change a couple of things that's going to make a difference instantly to your energy or your movement or your nutrition or your thinking, right? We're going to change a few things. We do have like some processes to follow. There is some steps to take. There's like a 6-step plan that I put together to help women get back on track and to follow. But again, that we talk about that in some of the other, in the 6-week transformation program, where we take you through some like a checklist, if you like, where you work through that like a plan. I call it the Well Woman's Way. You can also do that as an hourly project where we just jump online and talk about it and map out what you're going to do, right? So there's ways to make this easy, and that's what I want to give you, is the easiest way possible to make this work for you and to make it fit. Yeah, so you can still get what you want, but not in a way that's going to make you feel crap, right, or negative or sad or unhappy. Yeah, and you're going to tap into all your energy and bring it out, because it's an inside job. All right, I'll let you go, and I will talk to you tomorrow on the shift number 3, right? Okay, bye.